Mr. Cordray, as you know, the Senate Republicans want to see key structural changes, such as a board versus a single director, funding through the appropriations process rather than direct access to the Federal Reserve Board, and establishing a safety and soundness check for the prudential regulators. Are you open to working with the Senate on these reforms to increase the transparency and accountability at the agency?
We continue to be, and I personally continue to be, interested in working with the Senate to further develop transparency and accountability of the agency. There are numerous provisions in place now that we follow, but for example, on the financial side, we're subject to a specific GAO audit, which is unusual for agencies of our finances. We're subject to an outside independent audit. We do a semi-annual report to Congress, and I'm required to testify in front of both this chamber and the House on each of those reports, so that's at least minimum 4 testimonies per year. We have the Federal Reserve's Inspector General who oversees us. We also have been working toward further fleshing out. You know, you will recall that 2 years ago we had 0 personnel and 0 structure and 0 process. We have recently added the GIPRA statutory performance review provisions into our budgetary process, and I think we could make more commitments to you today than we could have a year or 2 ago, and would be willing to do so in order to improve transparency further and make sure that the Congress has all the information it needs and wants about our expenditures. As to our accountability to the Congress, I always am accountable to you. I have found congressional oversight to be both vigorous and meaningful, and it keeps us in shape, and it keeps us on our toes, and it is something we're very responsive to, and I personally have been responsive to and appreciate the value of that.